Hey guys, Ash here. Hope this video finds you doing well today. Coming at you because we have some news, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who have been watching the channel the last couple weeks, I brought you a lot of tournaments highlighting Jordan as one of the best tournament players in the game using the Trifecta deck. But guys, look at this. We have a little breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new champion, guys. For the first time ever, we have this player here, Oleg from the clan Banshee. Shout out to his clan. He's won 3 days in a row, and for those of you who don't know, the competition in these Twitter tournaments that I host daily at noon Eastern time is steep. It's really intense, and to win once, twice, and then 3 times in a row is incredibly impressive. Previously, the record was Jordan, who had won twice in a row, and Oleg here has won now 3 days in a row. So luckily, I snuck in there and was able to record a lot of the really good matches towards the end of the previous tournament. And what I did basically was I didn't know that Oleg was going to win at this point, so I kind of flip-flopped between Oleg and Jordan. So we get to see a little bit of both of them for you guys, and I'm pretty confident this will make for a pretty entertaining video because you get to see a really nice free-to-play player, Jordan, using a no legendary deck versus Oleg, who has a really impressive minor deck. You saw that previously on the screen, and we'll see it live as well. So here are some of the decks of the other top tournament players in this tournament here. A lot of minor decks, obviously a lot of furnace decks. Basically, you're seeing a lot of either Trifecta or the giant power decks with the poison spell, or you're seeing, of course, a lot of minor and control decks in these tournaments. So what we're going to do is basically just hop in a match right now and see how things are going. This is a Jordan match here, so we're watching Jordan play the Trifecta that he does so well, and I don't want to go ahead and tell you how this one ends, but I will tell you that we're going to see a couple Jordan matches this episode, this video, and for the first time ever, guys, on my YouTube channel, for the first time ever, we're going to see Jordan lose. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Wipe the tear, guys. Wipe the tear, but it happens. Jordan's actually developed quite a little cult following here in these tournaments, and you can see 17 viewers on the Jordan match because he's been highlighted so many times at his really impressive Trifecta play. So let's see how Jordan does here, trying to come back from a 1-0 tower deficit here, or a 0-1 tower deficit. So he's playing obviously his go-to Trifecta deck. He's going against this giant minor deck here, kind of a battle of elixir collectors at this point, and it looks like he was able to sneak in some damage to that tower pretty early in this match on Jordan. So Jordan's going to come ahead and get his combo going, the proverbial Trifecta in the right lane right now. He has the Hog Rider, he has the Musketeer, he has the Valkyrie, all 3 of them getting to that tower, doing a lot of damage, but that mini P.E.K.K.A is just barely going to take down that Hog Rider. But now look at this, guys. It's 2 giants and a Musketeer on Jordan's left tower. That is no bueno for poor Jordan, and he says well played, guys. He knows it's over right now. He was able to get 1 tower down off Termisva here, but you can see the viewers are all watching live as we see, at least on my channel, we see Jordan lose for the first time. Sorry, Jordan, but I guess even Superman has his kryptonite, guys, and he gets the 3 crown, Termisva, I believe. Termisva. Gotta be careful there because I am world renowned for butchering names, so apologies if I am. But Termisva, let's kind of stick with him here because this is an interesting deck, guys. You don't see a lot of minor giant decks, but look how defensively capable this deck is against really any sort of the popular meta right now. He has the mini P.E.K.K.A, he has Zap, he has Poison, obviously if he has Guard, so a very defensively heavy deck then paired with that minor and the giant as well. So let's stick with Termisva here, and oh, you can see he's going against Oleg, who opens right out of the gate there, literally at the very first second of the match with a Hog Rider and Goblins. So this is the first time we get to lay eyes on Oleg the champion here, and he's going against Termisva, who just took down Jordan, so this should be a really good match here. So Termisva is going to go ahead and put down that elixir collector, try to maintain the elixir advantage against Oleg, and he's going to need it for sure. Now Oleg, remember here, plays this really super cheap minor hog cycle deck. It's very, very cheap. He has both the Goblins and the Spirit Goblins in the deck, so we'll really get a feel for how he plays from the very, very beginning, coming out the gate really aggressively with that Goblin and the Hog Rider in the left lane there. And here it comes again. Goblins, this time Spear Goblins and the Hog Rider going against guards. You can see that TRIFECTA has that Giant on the board there, along with the Elixir advantage. Well, not at this very second, but overall with the pump on the board. So let's try to kind of get inside TRIFECTA's head right now. You can see how long he waits to put a supporting unit behind that Giant, waiting to see what Oleg does. And Oleg surprises him with that Inferno Tower, which is obviously great in these tournaments as a nice defensive weapon there, a nice defensive option, especially against the people who do play Royal Giants in tournaments. You don't see a ton of them at the top, but it's good against different types of decks. Obviously, Giant decks, as you can see here, really shines having that Inferno Tower in your tournament deck. So now here comes Oleg on the offensive here, led by a Miner. Then he sneaks in that Hog Rider there, and look at this Hog Rider. He's going to get 2 or 3 hits on this left tower with that Hog Rider. There's a Musketeer doing a decent amount of point damage here for TRIFECTA, but not quite enough. As you can see, the hit points almost half off that left tower. So at this point here, it's going to be Oleg's turn to play defense. He takes down that Musketeer very easily with a few Spear Goblins placed perfectly on his side of the equator there. Now it's going to be another Elixir Collector placed by TRIFECTA, and very, very quickly, you can see Oleg being super aggressive with his Miner there. But I'll tell you what, TRIFECTA was ready with the guard play. They're able to defend that Elixir Collector. Oleg is left saying, wow, and look at this offensive surge coming at Oleg right now. And you can see the Inferno Tower, ooh, just unlocks off that mini P.E.K.K.A, and then it retargets onto that Giant. But look at that, he uses the Zap spell, and now there's a Giant Musketeer on his tower. What the heck is he gonna do? Whoa, he already cycled back to the Inferno Tower? That is insane. That is a fast, cheap deck, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very fast cycle. You can see he played the Inferno Tower to stop that mini P.E.K.K.A on the push and stop the Giant initially. Obviously, TRIFECTA was able to make it retarget using the Zap spell onto the Miner, and then you can see the counter push there by Oleg, and it looks like he's going to win right now. Wow, that was a really, really nice defense turned into a nice counter offense, a really, really nice match there. That was a pleasure to watch. Man, if I was watching at home, I might rewind and watch that one again. Two really, really skilled players. So, this is Oleg's deck, by the way, guys. In case you missed it the first time here, this is it. Pretty simple, but it's definitely a good deck as well. So, this is Gabriel, actually. We saw Gabriel in the lead on one of my previous tournament videos. Maybe we should go ahead and check in on Gabriel, see what he's up to here. Gabriel, another really, really skilled player here. So, let's go ahead and watch this match. Then we'll switch over to Jordan and Oleg to finish out this video. So, but I do want to give Gabriel some love because some of you might actually remember Gabriel was actually in first place on the last Jordan video I did, and it seemed like something may have came up in real life because all of a sudden he just didn't play the last 15 minutes of the tournament when he was a good deal, had a healthy lead in first place. So here's Gabriel's deck here. You can see most of the cards right now. It's a Miner deck with a large emphasis on defense here. I believe, if I remember correctly, he plays either the Cannon or the Inferno Tower as one of those last cards, so you can see how defensively oriented this deck is right off the bat with the Ice Wizard, the Guard, certainly the Poison, and there it is. Yes, it was the Inferno Tower. So another very defensively minded deck here. He's going up against a Miner Furnace deck here, so let's kind of see how this one plays out. He took some heavy loss on that left tower there off that Hog Rider, so he's going against a Hog Rider Miner deck with Furnace, a little bit more of an aggressive deck than the one that he's playing here. So let's see how he handles it here. I still love the Furnace personally, but personally right now, I'm really kind of struggling on the ladder. I'm trying to learn or get better at using a Giant deck, the Giant Poison, classic Giant Poison deck, and for whatever reason, maybe I'm just not a Giant player. Maybe the Clash Royale gods have told me, Ash, stick to cycle decks, or stick to, you know, I did Hog Cycle for a while, I did Miner Cycle for a while. I kind of like those type of fast, speedy decks. I'm not too used to the high elixir decks, so maybe that's part of the reason why I'm struggling, but honestly, it's all about getting your reps in at this game, so I'm really just going to have to continue playing for a while before I give up on the Giant deck. I'm having some success with it. I'm just on the ladder right now. I haven't used it in tournaments. It's actually been a while since I've been able to play in a full tournament because at work it's just been so busy that I'm not able to, unfortunately, I'm not able to play in my own tournaments. I just host them, but I'm not able to play. By the way, guys, if you're looking for some clan recognition or you have a business or an app or anything like that, I know a lot of people reach out to me, and you want to ever sponsor any of my daily tournaments just to get your name out there, let me know. Shoot me an email. It's in my my contact info on YouTube, because, you know, $300 and something a week to host these daily tournaments does add up, and it'd be a cool opportunity for some of you guys to maybe get your name out there as well. Or maybe you're a smaller YouTuber, you want to host a couple, you're more than welcome to. But otherwise, I will continue, even if there are no sponsors, to host these daily tournaments, because it's just so fun to watch some of these matches. A lot of these great players, the word has spread. Unfortunately, they fill really fast, probably about within a minute these tournaments now fill, but you can see that a lot of people want to have a chance to go up against some of these great players. So now let's go ahead and follow Jordan here, and you can see it looks like this match just started, but look at this, guys. We're already in overtime. Not a ton of tower damage to either of these guys' towers. Jordan in this slight lead right now, but let's see how this one plays out here. So 2 minutes 25 seconds left. Let's see the action here. We have TRIFECTA going against a Miner Furnace control type deck, so this should be fun to watch here. So Jordan has the TRIFECTA on the board right now, the Musketeer, the Hog, and the Valkyrie. The Furnace is kind of holding things up there, but look at this. Jordan puts the poison down, but a very nice counter with a mini P.E.K.K.A there, able to keep that Furnace alive and prevent that Crown Tower from taking too much damage had that Hog stayed alive there. So this should be an entertaining end to this one here. You can see Jordan took a hit or two to his right Crown Tower, so now he has the Valkyrie on the board, and there it is, the Furnace again, pretty much just cycling this Furnace, and it's pretty tough to counter with a TRIFECTA deck when you have to constantly deal with a Furnace kind of coming at you and distracting your Hog. It has so many hit points. Oh, look at this here. This could be it, guys. That was a well-placed poison there by Jordan, but he's taking some damage to his Crown Tower. Oh! Is it possible? Is it possible? Jordan loses twice in one video? What is going on in this world, guys? I never thought I'd see the day, but wow, I'm pretty shocked. I can't believe it. So we have Gabriel in first, Oleg in second right now, but obviously everybody loses, guys. So, I mean, you lose, I lose, Jordan loses, even the best tournament players in the world lose. So let's finish this one out strong, guys, by following Oleg here and see how he plays this deck from the beginning. Again, this will be the second full match we've seen of Oleg here, and there's probably going to be many more to come if he continues this epic winning streak that he's on right now. So he's playing against an interesting deck here already out the gate with a Goblin Barrel and the Musketeer, so it'll be interesting to see what they're... Okay, Miner and Minion Horde, so he's coming at him really aggressively right out the bat here, and it looks like a pretty good defense there by Oleg. We saw how well Oleg was equipped to defend against these big pushes in our previous match. Remember that Inferno Tower match where he took down the Giant and Mini P.E.K.K.A and everything else in the world that was coming at him in that left flame there? Well, we're going to hopefully see some more examples of that really on-the-spot defense there, timely defense by Oleg here in this match. So here comes the Hog Rider in the Spirit Goblin combo. He's a big fan of that, and that is one of the cool things about this deck. We're having the Goblins and the Spirit Goblins. You basically always have something, some sort of a Goblin to pair up that Hog Rider with. So another defense here with the Inferno Tower. Let's see how he handles this Goblin Barrel. Of course, the Zap is at the ready, and again, we're pretty much in a stalemate here. You can see that Oleg has the very slight lead at this point, but this is definitely going to be a battle of the heavyweights in terms of skill goes. These guys have battled for an hour to get here at the top of the leaderboard. So let's see what happens here. Well, let's see how Oleg plays this here. We know he's ahead in Elixir just barely, and he's going to play with a pretty passive Goblin Miner combo right now, but giving him time to recoup for a defense here, and obviously that is one of the big mistakes that some real novice players using Miner decks make, especially when they have the Elixir. Some people will go, okay, I have Miner and I have all these low Elixir cards. Let me go ahead and put my Miner on his tower, and then I'll do Spirit Goblin and Ice Wizard and whatever. Not Ice Wizard, Spirit Goblin, and Ice Spirit. There we go. And that's just not how you do it, because that's going to leave you really super vulnerable defensively. So you always have to be aware how much Elixir your opponent has and never really unload the entire tank at the wrong time. That's one of the biggest reasons that people fail using a Miner deck. They go too aggressively with the Miner. So you can see here, he's actually taking some decent damage on the left tower there. Used the Fireball. Now, does he have the Zap ready? I don't think, no, he doesn't. So he uses Goblins against the Goblin Barrel. That's going to do just fine. He only takes 1 or 2 hits off that left tower, but you can see he's not in a lead right now. Let's see how he handles this, and he has the Elixir disadvantage right now. So this is going to be a pretty aggressive push here here with the Ice Wizard and the Hog Rider there, and again, he did go pretty aggressively on that right tower, but he didn't use everything he had left in the tank. He has enough elixir left to actually pull off a defense here, using the Fireball in the right lane, using the Zap in the left lane, and look at this, man. Hooters is coming at him hard right now. That doesn't really sound right, does it? Hooters coming? I don't know, whatever. So you can see at this point in the match, okay, here comes Hog Rider again, and he's paired with the Goblins to distract that mini P.E.K.K.A. He gets a couple hits on. This is a good match here. You can see a lot of people watching, and Oleg had the Fireball ready, and things were looking really close towards the end there, but hey, he pulled it off. He took down Hooters, and it looks like he has first place wrapped up again. So Oleg is a really good player, guys. It's been a pleasure showing his matches, and sorry, Jordan, for showing 2 fails in one video. Still love you, buddy. You're an awesome, great player, and I'll definitely have more content coming with Jordan and his renowned Trifecta deck soon. So, guys, this is the winning deck today. A very, very nice performance here by Oleg. Congratulations on your 3 tournament wins in a row, guys. I do want to extend a special thank you to everybody out there who has indeed played in my daily tournaments. It's been really fun getting to know some of you guys, especially through Twitter, because a lot of you guys tweet me your highlights, and I love to see that. It really does make my afternoon go by, and it does give me some pleasure to see you guys having fun in these little tiny tournaments that I host. So, guys, thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching, all you guys out there. Even if you can't make my tournaments, I really appreciate you watching my videos and hanging out with me for a bit. So, guys, thanks again, and as always, take care, guys.